Hi, my name's Andy, or Huff Diggler. This is just a little brief tour of my garage. I spend a lot of time in this garage, sort of fettling and messing about and fixing things, or breaking things, you know. It's quite an interesting place for me. You might not find it interesting, but I'm going to show you around my garage anyhow. So, without ado, this is my garage. There's a fair amount of stuff here, so we'll start at the very beginning. There's a little trolley there. You can never have enough trolleys. There's a little trolley there. It's currently holding the garage rubbish. It's just a handy little thing to have. I've got a load of chairs, a couple of chairs, just for when mates pop round and we have cups of tea and chat and God knows whatever. I've got a tea, coffee, sugar over there, and the big boiler down there. So this is my little work table. This is where the little bits get done. And these are like my consumables, if you will. Stuff that's easy to grab at hand, like paint sprays and lubricants. You know, gloves. Must have gloves. Really important, else your hands just dry and crack and go horrible. And a bit like mine are all dry and old, and so I've not been using the gloves enough. But it's a new thing I'm doing. I'm trying to get into using gloves. Can of the old GT85. You can never have enough GT85. That's proper stuff, that is. It's good for protecting, good for loosening, and good for polishing. Excellent stuff. Can't recommend that stuff enough. Got various waxes and polishes up there, and stuff. A little retro-ish stuff up there. Right. Okay. So let's go back to the front of the garage again. Sorry if that made you feel a little bit sick. Yeah, that's the front of the garage. I've got all my trays, Tesco trays, full of CZ 1974 CZ bits that I've been slowly stripping off the bike. I've had to change the bottom end bearings on the engine, so it's time to pull all that apart. Petrol tank for the CZ that I wait in preparation for spraying. Nuts and bolts for the CZ in kind of an order in which I've taken them off from an area, so there's not many bolts or anything like that. It's not really like you could fluff it up that easily, but I could fluff it up. Don't worry about that. And there's my little storage system, a little shelf storage system, jet wash and bits of old sandpaper, cordless drill, some extension leads, belt sander, a bearing puller, really old Black & Decker jigsaw. There's a Dremel in that black box there. Heat gun, essential. Tap and die kit, hot glue gun, battery charger, a Z550 service manual. There's the piston for the CZ with new gudgeon pin, and little bits and pieces and screws and stuff. Heading off to the toolbox area now. I know it looks a right old pig's ear. I mean, look at the state. We are looking at a right old state. But believe it or not, there is a kind of a certain amount of order. So I kind of know where everything is in that lot. I've got my tunes behind this. I listen to some really weird stuff. So that plays my iPhone. Just hidden behind there. My helmet's the one in this one. That's for my Z, really. It's a big full face helmet. This one is an open face for the little scooters, for the little bikes. Another tool chest, a couple of tool boxes and bits and pieces, a couple of old bikes. There's a tricycle in there, a Mongoose BMX, and a Trojan like jump bike thing. And then there's my old longboard, 60-inch longboard. I've not been out on that for such a long time. Probably end up selling it, to be fair. So this is my 1974 CZ, or the bits of it. It will be going back together very soon, in time for Easter hopefully. And then this is my 1982 Z550. It's my pride and joy really. I've had a fair amount of fun on it. The tank, side panels and the front mudguard painted professionally. Spent a lot of time polishing all the little shiny bits and pieces. Renfell handlebars. Yeah, it's I proper have a bit of fun on that. Motad 4:1, so it sounds really nice. Bridgestone battle axes front and back, so sticks to the road as well. Yeah, I like that. And then my little gem, my little prize. I've only just sort of recently picked this up, but this is a 1985 Honda Melody. It's in absolutely fantastic condition. I spent a fair bit of time fettling this, stripping it back, painting, cleaning, and I love it to bits. It doesn't do any more than 30 miles an hour. It's properly restricted, but you don't need to go any faster on it. It's a tiny little thing, tiny little 10-inch wheels. So it feels a lot faster than it actually is. Yeah, so I love that little piece of Japanese engineering. I got my little fireplace as well. Keeps me warm during the winter months when I'm in the shed having a fettle. Sounds terrible that, but yeah. And yeah, it's good. It's just a place where I just get away from it really. You know, the missus watches all the soaps and God knows whatever in the house for a couple of hours of an evening, and I come in here to get on with stuff, to be productive and proactive. Well, sometimes it works. Oh yeah, sorry, that's my GT mountain bike. Carbon forks, carbon handlebars, carbon seat posts, alloy frames, quite light and a bit of fun. So yeah, so you know, it is what it is. It is just a garage at the end of the day. I can appreciate that. But it's my garage and it's my little bit of heaven. So, my name's Andy, and welcome to my garage.